that didn't happen. And there was this little interesting ordeal that happened on my last show with him where I walked out on October 24th with Meathead Joe Rogan. So I don't know how the story supposedly got switched to me wanting to be on his show, begging him, trying to split up him and his girlfriend. It's insane. In fact, if you want more, I'd be happy to send you all of the chats with Chris Geo himself. And actually, I have some audios and such while we're at it, and then you can tell me who's the liar, sweetie.
Yes, this guy, he's posing under right to redress. You know,
Who cares?
yeah, that's either
He
Steve.
doesn't even have a name. He's gonna call in and try to bash a female because some god, some hero said, "Oh, it's Christie." You know, I just want to say this to all you big, strong men. If you're so big and strong, why does it take an entire army of you to gang up on little old me? Grow up, get a backbone, okay, little boys? Come on. And you know what? The more you push me, you know, sticking up for your leader and trying to bash me, I guarantee you do not want to see this expose I have on Chris and Cherie. I'll just give you a few.
All right, now, let's see. Now, wait a minute. Where is, wait a minute. Where is Chris, this guy? I haven't heard of him. Where is he at? Where's he broadcasting?
Who knows this week? He's not on our network, and, you know, hopefully, I can live one day without Geo and not have to hear his name anymore, but I guess Oracle and his, what's that new network? Intel Hub or something?
Intel Hub, yeah, I think the Intel Hub is the one that, this, queer little guy, Bob Tuskin is on, and I guess he's got some other guys too. So, yeah, these guys we got on here. I'm leaving this guy right to redress up because I don't think that's Steve Allen. I'll find out later. And okay, and now who else? We talk about this Stratcher. He was supposed to be on my show. He was upset because I was having you on today, and so he was a no-show. He was a no-show on my show. He didn't have the guts to get up here. You do. God bless you. And
I'm going to put this chat with, since I'm unable to post it in your chat, I'm going to post it, at least part of it, into your Skype, and you can decide if you want to read or not. But getting back to their question, or whoever that guy's question was about, where did this rumor come from, you can see it right there with your own eyes. And it comes from Cherie Dill, the on again, off again twin flame this week herself. That's who started the kitty porn rumors, buddy, so go talk to your boss and maybe he can do some damage control, because I tell you, the more of this garbage I hear, and the more I hear you guys lie about me, look at the expose on Jeff Schwilk and Jim Stack. If you think that's bad, just wait.
Yeah, tell me about Jim Stack. Now this right to redress, that's Bob Tuskin, and well, if he's not gay, he is Jewish. He wouldn't even admit that. I mean, come on. When you say, are you Jewish? That is not attacking anybody. And if I say he's Jewish, you know, that doesn't mean all Jews are liars. All Jews are cocksuckers. It just means he is. Now, tell me, tell me again about this Jim Stack. Tell me about him.
Well,
how did he get on your case? How did you suddenly develop an incident with another Jew? I mean, what the Jews? You're a tall blonde, so I would think the Jews would like you. You know what Marilyn Monroe said. when asked, what winning the Academy Award,
yeah,
what?
how I met Jim, we never met in person. Again, it's just another one of those online stalkers. But he invited me to be on his show. That was after he hijacked Freedom Fighter Radio and before he hijacked American Resistance, what he's now calling it. But he invited me to be a guest on his show. He contacted me through YouTube, Migrant March videos. Oh, I love these. Would love if you'd come on the show and talk about it with us. Sure, no problem. I'll talk to anyone. So I didn't know anything about him, didn't go Google him or find out. I just don't care. I just went on the show. Great. Well, he was living with a girl named Liz at the time, his live-in girlfriend. And he liked the show I was on and suggested, oh, I'd love to have more female energy here. Why don't you or why don't you come on the show Friday night? It'll be something like Friday night female. I forget what he called it, but ultimately he was going to take a back seat and it would be me and Liz hosting the Friday night show. That happened for 2 whole weeks. And then she just disappeared. Well, I didn't find out until much later through Johnny Crivello, March for America, and other sources what happened. The last time I talked to her, she was scared to talk to me. And then it was, I can go check the dates, but it was something like a period of 7 days where I heard from her and found out what happened. Anyways, during that time, Jim started calling me like 20, 30 times a day. I had a home phone at the time and a cell phone and then of course Skype phone, and he would fill up all of the messages and the tape and such. So it's like, God, leave me alone. I'm a single mother. I have stuff to do. I'll show up for the show or maybe I won't. Well, after I ended up being completely disabled, paralyzed from the waist down with my children feeding and clothing me, I decided to take a break off of his show. I sent him, and I was only on for a few weeks, but I sent him a thank you letter and just said, look, thank you so much for the opportunity, the experience, but he was a little kind of out there. He would interrupt people to sell illegal weapons, talk about killing people, hating people, just things that really weren't comfortable for me, but I didn't want to engage with them. Like I said, Jim and I never ever once had a fight with him. There was never an exchange of words. There was never a, hi, you jerk, leave me alone. It was just as simple as me sending him an email thanking him, and it switched immediately to these attacks. I can show you the thread and the links where you can see the first email I sent to him and then what he did. So literally within the same day, he went from loving me and begging me to be on the show and supporting me to calling me a prostitute, a child abuser. In fact, he started calling CPS that very day. And I have emails that he would send to listeners and guests of the show, trying to coordinate them to make these false reports. He would post my address online, go around to his dumb stalker groups and get people to follow me. He even had me roadblocked, okay? 12 guys, men in black, and going through all these things because they heard I was such a terrorist. Like, I'm going around bombing buildings and shooting helicopters out of the sky, and he actually reports these to all of these different agencies involved, and then he'll write on his site or talk about on his show how he's so mad. Oh, I can't believe the FBI won't put, most wanted posters of Christie, the naturopath, all over the buildings, warning him that everyone's in danger because she's going to bomb you. It's just insane. He's gone so far to call the bondsman. I have audio of him bragging about how he's talked to the prosecutor, CPS, multiple times over the years, including my family. There's that name again, Czajkowski, Mr. Black Ops, assassin warrior, and his relationship with them. So how that came about, how Jim Stack got, and then of course my ex, Mr. NORAD, how they all got to meet each other, how long they've known each other, I don't know that. I just know the end result is that they do know each other. They've admitted to knowing each other for years, and that they were working together to have my children